And I know what this area code is, the 510. That's Northern California. That's
yeah,
Northern
the Bay Area.
California. Bay Area. What's up? Hey, say your name. Where you calling from, beloved?
This is Mr.Research calling from the Bay Area.
Mr.Research.
Yeah, no opinions, just research. Here's where I agree with you. Everything is about, and this goes back to your earlier statement when you first opened. Everything is about you. And since we're both males, I think majority of this problem really stems from the males and their lack of understanding and some things that you have been saying to each caller, which is that ownership of you. So I say it in a different way. As a world traveler, I look at it from the standpoint of what a lot of males look at it as, calculated. Males have to be calculated in what they do. And the unfortunate thing is that here in this nation, you got too many males who are either super emotional about what they do or they're super sexualized. And you can't do that. And to prove that theory, when you look at most people who are not from this country and they end up coming here, and this is leaning to the part where I disagree with you, they get together for strategic value first. Whether they tall, whether they intelligent, a lot of that stuff plays third and 15th in their thought process. Because they're looking at it from the standpoint of, I need to have a cooperative understanding of security so that these children can have some legacy, so that these children can be the employers of these other children. And a lot of people really go into it with that. Like when you look at Asian women over in their culture, whether Japan or China or the different parts of China, their family conversation is, hey, daughter, if you can't get a Chinese man, get over there and find the nerdiest white guy you can and lock in. Or get over there and find the most successful male you can and lock in. So I said on another show a minute ago, I said, it's really not about white and black anymore. Everything's classism. When you got NAFTA and everything that's opened up a strategic person, you and I, if we have businesses, I do, but then we start thinking, hey, I can't get with a chick, and I think you kind of alluded to this point, but I can't get with a chick just because of the physical appearance. Strategically, does she fit? And this is the problem a lot of guys don't understand. They're so fixated on wanting to please themselves sexually. I told a dude one time, and this may make you laugh, I'm not quite sure if it will, but I told one dude one time, I said, what's the difference between I ask guys this question when they're my first-time friends because I want to get an understanding of who you are. I said, what's the difference between getting doing like Kobe, getting a chick to have sex with you, spending time speaking in her ear, spend a week or maybe even a night trying to get her to hit, and paying $200 for the finest porn star that you ever seen in your life? What's the difference?
That's right.
And most dudes are like, man, I don't want to pay nothing. I'll be tricking. I said, it's time. Your time. What are you valuing as your time? Because if your goal is to only hit, what difference does it make if you a money-making cat to break bed with this $40 or $50 or $200?
I agree.
And so leaning to the part that I disagree with you going back is that the marriage thing, I think, is for those individuals. Nerds, Pakistanis, Asians are really capitalizing on this. Their marriage is for those individuals who can get ladies bought into the idea of strategically, even if we don't like each other, we're going to rake the benefits of this nation by being together. Those are the individuals who are beating and destroying the single folks. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's sexy, but I'm saying some of those people could care less whether he's 6 foot tall, which is the reason why you don't hear too many non-urban women talk about height, and why you see a lot of Latin women be taller than their husbands, because they can care less about that. They looking for a great umbrella. You know those wooden umbrellas that in the men's warehouse that cost like $200, $100?
Mm-hmm.
Those crafted umbrellas. You're not going to feel a lick of rain. It's going to cover your back, your butt, your chest, your front, everything. But when you have women who don't care about those umbrellas and they prefer to get the rhinestone $5 umbrella from Walmart, you're going to get showered when problems come. So that's the only thing that I agree with you on and differ, is that I think the marriage thing is a benefit. It's just that, unfortunately, we as a lot of dudes, we are not strategically picking. We are letting ourselves get picked. Kind of like why, what was that lady, Evelyn, whatever her name was, seemed like she can always find a millionaire idiot. So it's like we're allowing ourselves as males, and I'm not even blaming the females, because going back again to what you said earlier, the patriarch. I think this is why they don't like urban males. Okay, with patriarch thinking, because the patriarch guy, the guy who is focused on himself and how he can benefit by laying with you, they don't want their sons thinking that for some reason. They'll tell their sons, do this so you can please a woman. But that Asian boy is being told, hey, do this so you can take care of yourself and you don't need a woman. And in that urban community, they're telling the girl, do this so you don't need a man and you could do this yourself. And they telling that Asian girl, do this so you know how to take care of a man. See, it's a flip-flop in our culture. But I'll step back and you tell me what you think about what I said.
Yes, sir. I totally understand where you're coming from. But let me put this out there to you. Now, when you deal with the Asian female who makes up her mind to get under that umbrella because she is coming from culture, she has her TCM or traditional Chinese medicine, you know, she's dressing a certain way. She's not wearing the tight jeans, high-heel shoe. She has culture. She's bringing culture with her. So anytime you're bringing culture with you, you have an advantage. Now, when we talk about urban individuals, and if we are to specify, when we talk about black Americans, black people, melanoids, whatever we want to call it, because, you know, we fit under a whole bunch of umbrella terms, a plethora of umbrella terms, there is no culture, you see. So that's what makes the marriage situation so challenging. So, yeah, Asians are going to stand a better chance when it comes to marriage. Indian people from India, they're going to stand a better chance at marriage. Nigerians can come over here, and they're going to stand a better chance at marriage. Anybody who's coming over here with culture under their belt is going to stand a better chance. And usually when there is culture, there is cohesion. And when there is cohesion, then there is agenda, or if there is no agenda and an agenda is to be, you know, created, then it's going to be embraced. And when an agenda is embraced and followed, then usually, you know, you're going to get a desired outcome. And when you deal with the urban male and female, there is no culture. And because of no culture, there is no cohesion. And because of no cohesion, then there is no agenda. You won't even have the talk of an agenda. The shit is just kind of random. You know, we met, you know, we hit it off, we connected, we vibed, you know, then we got busy, the sex was popping, but shit, then I found out she was crazy, you know, it came out I was crazy, and so we left. And in a worst case scenario, maybe seed was dropped, you know, which happens a lot. And so you get that dysfunction. So I hear what you're saying, but the question is, beloved, is it applicable here in urban areas? Now, I'm not saying you're wrong, but is it applicable here? Now, from my view, my assessment of things is not here. And so I asked the question, how do we help to get the urban male and female thinking along these lines? Because I agree what you said pertaining to other people coming from different cultures. But, brother, we got a problem here in the matrix.
Right.
And see, from my assessment of things, this is why I see urban people, man, really catching a lot of hell, beloved. It's that lack of foundation. And if you look at other cultures, beloved, man, I'm out here in Glendale. So we got the Persians out here. We got the Armenians. We got Indians. They got foundation, brother. They got financial foundation. They have cultural foundation. They have, religious/spiritual foundation. They got their foundation, so they can come here in Lily White, Glendale, and they can make it, man. They got community. They got banquet halls, man. Like, their little boys and girls, man. Like, I used to walk down the street, and I'm like, I used to skillfully envy that shit, man, because I'm like, look at that shit, man. Like, the Armenians
right.
need to go to this beautiful, beautiful-ass hall, man, with, Armenian music, Armenian food, man. And these little dudes ain't got to be chasing females, man. It's right there for them, man. And then when I think about, like, Americans in general, but then African Americans in particular, it's like the only thing that comes close to that, and that's dysfunctional, and that's the damn church, bro.
Right. So just like you said, you look at the Jewish culture. What is a bar mitzvah?
Yeah.
It's a celebration of the boy in his culture, telling him how important he is. So it's the same thing for Latin culture, machismo, la familia. Right. So and the same thing with Italians. So the unfortunate thing is, you're right. So to answer that question directly, here's where we both agree and slightly is that, yes, the topic at hand, marriage for this country, is fine. The issue is, where I think we both agree, is that the males are not in a situation where they benefit. A female can go a female can go to one of these different cultures, like all females on the entire planet, and absorb into that leader's culture. Let's not even call it a culture, because there's layman people listening to your show. Let's just call it a discipline of life. A discipline of life. So when you have a discipline of life in how you operate, what you lean on in times of trouble, this is what I try to counsel young dudes on, that is your religion, your way of thinking. A religion is not just showing up to a place. It is actually dealing with something in time of pressure that you lean to your understanding on. And for the laymen out there, I know you know, but for the laymen out there, I give y'all a quick example. If somebody comes and does something to you on the job, an undisciplined lifestyle, you say what you say emotionally. A disciplined lifestyle, you strategically think, what's the next thing need to come out of your mouth or be typed on this email to get the power individual that's coming to you with this nonsense. Two totally different thoughts. So, yes, I agree with you. It's just unfortunate, brother, how the males, your fellow brothers and mine, in this urban experience, even some urban Filipinos, some urban Latin, some urban white, they just don't understand you're supposed to revel in being a male. You're supposed to, but because these gentlemen come from this feminized way of thinking, they're not able to operate under pressure. And now some of the guys who are, we're looked at as, oh, man, look at how you think it. Yeah, but I'm safe. I'm protected. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, but man, you know, we got to uplift the women. For what? They doing better than you are. What? When do you think about yourself? So I was trying to make you laugh intellectually, so I achieved it. So my point is, I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a lot of these cats out here talking about uplifting women, man. That's really, some cold language there, man, in hopes of hitting the skin. So a lot of these cats out here, a lot of these cats are saying what they think women want to hear, and the shit is really backfiring on them because they don't really want the quote unquote good God beta beta dudes. You know, they actually want the opposite predicated upon their pathology. That's all I was going to say, brother. Continue.
Okay. For y'all that didn't understand him, they are opportunists. They're looking for the opportunity. So I just wanted to say it in layman's terms so they understood.
Yeah.
They're looking for the opportunity. I'm not mad at them. I try to tell dudes, don't be mad at these chicks. These chicks got pimp hats on, and they looking at the heels on your feet. If you would just take the heels off your feet, and you wouldn't have to say, man, F these bees. I didn't even know they was here, bro. Oh man, you don't see these bees? Man, I could care less about them. What? Come on, dude. Really? Are you serious? And this is why I say to cats, man, I think marriage is a good thing, but I think really, really sincerely,
I agree
the laws are against you as a male. I go back to your earlier point. They are against you, and they are severely against you if you have a child, because it's easy for a chick to go run and get WIC and automatically get $1 million county lawyer, and then you got to come up with 3, 5, 10 G's to fight back. So,
and I got to show in the future that's on level that shit, that's on level that playing ground. Go ahead.
Well, make sure you put in my term, government daddy, because the minute we kill government daddy, a lot of this urban stuff gets fixed, and it's going to take a chaotic individual like a Trump or whoever. It's going to take somebody to do something so horrific to the urban experience to where they wake up and say, we just can't complain no more. We got to create. We got to create. We got to go back to creating our own. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to have to take our destiny in our own hands, man, because a lot of people benefit. I'm going to go off into that in the child support racket. I believe that show is Thursday. And then I'm going to do a show on the whole domestic violence thing. There's a lot of money to be made in what we're talking about with the child support, you know, and the flip side of marriage, which is divorce. These are all industries, man. Child support, it's a racket, it's an industry. Marriage, it's a racket, it's an industry. And that's unskillful marriage, because I do believe in marriage, the institution of marriage, but there's skillful marriage, and then there's unskillful marriage, and a lot of people are getting involved in the unskillful marriage, and that is actually working in the benefit of the woman to the detriment of the man, but in the larger scheme of things, it's detrimental to the man, woman, and a child if a child is in the equation.
Right.
Because the system really doesn't give a damn, and I'm going to explain that in future show. It's a cold game. These women think that system worked for them, but no. The system is the pimp, the female is the whore, and the dude is the trick, man. And the child is the trick baby.
Look, and I know you're going to tap into it, but in case I don't hit the show, let me just say this. Proof of what you're saying is, look at what happened to fast food restaurants, the increase of female employment the minute they start drug testing and saying you can only be on for a short time. The female became what the young hustling dude used to be. I got to get some type of work. I got to go work security or something. And now the young dude is in many ways like the female, just walking around, see if somebody will take him in, see if he can lay up with somebody, get some food. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not knocking. It's just that I'm going to be okay. But don't hate me and try to Bill Cosby me, because I'm going to take care of myself. Because I'm going to walk into a company with a bunch of Jewish folks and be okay. Don't hate me.
Exactly. That's right. And if they do want to hate Effa, man, you know, hey, man, like I tell people, mother had them, mother love them, mother fuck them. So if they want to hate, fuck them and keep it moving. Hey, I appreciate you, good brother. I'm going to move on to the next